here is his part 7 for what if Naruto was Ghost Rider. Let's get into it. So, in the last episode, Naruto just beat Orochimaru, and Tsunade became Hokage. They get headed back to the village. And now, as Tsunade comes back to the village, Naruto tells him about Kakashi, Sasuke, and Lee. So she wakes him up. Then Sakura is in the hospital cutting apples up for Sasuke. Then Sakura says, Sasuke, are you okay? You want an apple? And Sasuke's just not talking, he's just glaring. And then he sees Naruto. And he says to Naruto, How are you that strong? He just starts raging, and then he picks up the apple and throws it at Naruto. Naruto grabs it and crushes it in his hand. Then Naruto says, what do you mean? Then Sasuke says, what are you talking about? You walk around with all this power, and you say it's nothing. Then Naruto says, well, it is nothing. Power is just power. Also, guys, Naruto is just a lot more mature. And Sasuke says, me, you, on the roof now. We're gonna fight. Because Sasuke thinks that if he can't even beat Naruto, he can't beat Itachi. Then Naruto says, Sasuke, you should rest. You just woke up. Then that Sasuke says, now, Naruto, are you too afraid? Then Naruto says, so be it then. And then they go to the roof. And then Sasuke and Naruto take the fighting stances, and Kakashi's watching with Sakura. And then Naruto gets in the stance, and Sasuke gets in the stance. Sasuke activates his Sharingan because he knows Naruto's a threat. And then Sasuke charges at him. And then Naruto pulls out a kunai and throws it at him, but Sasuke grabs it and then puts wire on it. Then he uses it as like a chain, and he throws it at Naruto. He hits Naruto, but Sasuke tries to pull him, he couldn't. But and then it was only a distraction. It was a clone. Then behind him, Naruto sees Sasuke. Sasuke gets a good right hook on him and jumps back into fireball jutsu. Naruto goes into his Ghost Rider form, and he walks at the fire like it was nothing. Sasuke says, damn, it's going to be hard to that now. And Sasuke gets in real close to Naruto and gets a kunai and starts doing the hand-to-hand combat with him. Sasuke is doing right hooks, left hooks, kicks, but Naruto's just blocking, and when he does get hit, it does nothing to him. Sasuke says, oh, what the fuck are you even made of? And Naruto says, bone. Like, I'm literally just a skeleton right now, bro. And then Sasuke goes back and starts charging up a Chidori. Then Naruto says, oh well. Then Naruto starts charging up a Rasengan, but it's just like it's like a golden ball Rasengan. And Naruto says, Ghost Rider mode, flaming Rasengan. Rasengan starts going up in flames, and it starts getting really big. And then Sasuke says, what kind of jutsu is that? And then they both charge, and then Kakashi grabs Naruto and grabs Sasuke. Naruto goes into the barrel, and Sasuke goes into the barrel. Naruto, when he hits it, it gets completely melted and blown off, and a massive burn marks in the roof. It's completely destroyed and melted. And then Sasuke is just the same, it's a little stronger. And then Sasuke sees Naruto and says, how are you that strong? And then Naruto says, training. And then Sasuke goes down and just runs off. And then Sasuke's at the tree, and Kakashi ties him up, saying, I know your pain, I know how it went through. But then the Sound 4 come and tell Sasuke, well, you already have the first mark, and would you like to join Orochimaru? He offers him to join Orochimaru, and Sasuke says, huh? What, that pedo? Snake dude? Then he says, yes, you're always going to be second fiddle to that Naruto kid, like Uzumaki. So, what's your choice? Then Sasuke says, I need to think about it. And then, a night later, then the Sound 4 tell Sasuke about where to meet him. And then a night later, Sasuke is walking to a spot with Sakura that says, no, you can't leave, I'll scream. And Sasuke says, just shut up for once in your life. Then gut punches her. She's out cold. Then right before Sasuke went out, he said, "Thank you," Sasuke said to her. And he goes to the sound 4. And then they see them up. And then Sakura, the next day, Sakura goes to the Hokage and tells him. Then Tsunade says it's a retrieval mission. Then she says Shikamaru. Then I think it was Neji, Hinata. They're just an original team. And then and then they're all just sitting there and they see the massive bong. And then they see all of them just sitting down eating. And then they try to surprise them. But then Sound 4 senses them saying, "Hey guys, we've got company." Then the Sound 4 say, "Oh wow, look at this. We got some little friends. How about we give them a lesson?" Then the other one says, "We don't have time for this." Then the other one says, with the Earth Jutsu, "No, just let me handle them." And then they try to attack him, but then they get stuck in that force field made out of stone that drains the chakra. Then Naruto says, "Seems like it's draining our chakra." And everyone says, "Yeah, duh, you idiot." Well, I think like Ned, Kiba, and just the guys in the original. And then Naruto says, "I wonder if I'm strong enough." Then Naruto tries to have a Sengan in his hand with a clone. And everyone's saying, "What the hell jutsu is that?" Naruto throws it out. It doesn't work. And Naruto says, "I need a bit more firepower." And Naruto said, "Flame on!" I'm just saying that now. He just goes into Ghost Rider form. And then he charges up it again, saying, "Shh." He says this, Ghost Rider style. I'm just going to say that now. "Great fire Rasengan." He charges at the brick wall. It explodes. Then the Sound 4 ninja is shocked. And then Naruto uses his chain to tie him up. And then knock him out. And then Shikamaru copies him, turns into him. Then he runs off. Well, to pretend to be him to go back to the group. And then they're on halfway, but then they notice it's not him. Then they attack him. Then I think Neji's up. I think just the same people that everyone's up against. And then, if I'm correct, it's like I'm going to skip this part and just go to like the part where Sasuke and Naruto are fighting in the river at the end, valley of the end. And then Naruto says to Sasuke, "Why? Why did you do this?" And he says, "You don't understand it, do you? You don't. You never understand." Then Naruto says, "Try me then." And then Sasuke tells him about Tachi. He needs to get stronger. Then Naruto says, "Why? Why? Just because we're growing together. We still can." Then Sasuke says, "No." And Sasuke starts charging up a Chidori. And then he charges at Naruto. And Naruto's, so be it. Naruto tries to have the same gun. He's not in his Ghost Rider form, by the way. They charge and the battle starts. They both go flying back. They both grab kunai out there. They both get kunai out. And they start fighting. Sasuke's at the upper hand in hand-to-hand combat skills, but Naruto's more observant. He's dodging some of his hits, and Sasuke's dodging some of his. The fight's pretty even until Sasuke activates the curse mark. And then he hits Naruto. Naruto goes flying. Then he goes to the water. Then the fox says, "Well, it's an interesting fight so far. So, do you need our power yet?" Then he sees Ghost Rider and the Nine Tails. Like says, "What?" Then Naruto and Zerfo saying, "We finally made an agreement." Then I says, "What?" Then Yoshio said, "Shake my hand, that you'll understand." Naruto shakes his hand. Then Naruto, out of nowhere, Sasuke sees Naruto flying out the water with flame coming out of his hand, and Sasuke sees him with chakra tails, and his flames are more vicious, they're more red. And then Sasuke says, what? That's not the same Ghost Rider form. And then Naruto summons his bike and jumps on it. And then he grabs Sasuke by the leg with his chain and starts smashing him around in the concrete. Then Sasuke breaks past it. Well, breaks out of it. And then he goes into his second stage. And then Sasuke and Naruto use all their power. Because, sure, I'm going to say they've been fighting for like 3 hours. And it's just a time skip pretty much. And then they use their final attack. Ghost Rider Naruto says, Flame Style! Big Red Sengun! I'm going to change your names right now. He's got three Senguns. You know, the Ghost Rider one, the Flame one, and then the big great Flame Sengun. And then it goes massive. Like, not big as like the big Sage Up Sengun. I'd say like half that size. And Sasuke charges the most Shidori he's ever done, and in the second stage. And then Sasuke and Naruto collide. Naruto gets unconscious and Naruto wins, but he's barely standing, he can't stand. And then, I'm going to say, a sound ninja came, and was about to finish Naruto. Then Kakashi came, and he saw Kakashi, the sound ninja, so he grabbed Sasuke and booked it back to Orochimaru. Then Kakashi comes to save Naruto, he goes back to the village, and then Armistice gets the rest of the planets spawn. Then he goes to the 3-year time skip. Well, everyone, this is the end of the series, by the way. So, bye. Thank you for the support you've been giving me so far.